Okay, so I would like to start by saying thank you for watching the last video on my Trapson, which is definitely my favorite character at the moment, but if there's something I would like to show off, it's this character, because this character, in my opinion, one of the more exciting ones to be created from the new patch. This is, I would say, probably one of the more engaging characters when it comes to gameplay. You get to cast a lot of spells, you get to feel like you are doing a lot. So it's very cool. It's super cool. And I fairly enjoy it. It does have a little bit of a minus to it in terms of the fire damage is being it's just so hard to break in the game, the fire immunes. So there are certain places that he just doesn't farm that well or that fast, and then there's other places where he really truly excels, which I'll show off in a bit here. First, I feel like let's go over some of the gear. We'll start by the Hodo. We got an Ethereal 36 Hodo. Then I have a pair of Up Mage Fist for the +1 to fire skills. It's literally just the best in slot. You can't beat that. Got a SOJ for the skill and the mana. We have an Arachnid Smash for the skill and the faster cast. We have a Bulkatus for the skill and the life. I have a pair of Tri-Rest boots I found. I don't really care that much about the faster run walk, Enigma and whatnot. It's not really necessary. But what was good about these are, since you get a fire resist aura from your flickering flame, having Tri-Rest boots without fire res on was what I was looking for. So finding these was absolutely amazing. It's not often you find a pair of decent Tri-Rest boots that has Magic Find and are ethereal with the repair mods. I found them really cool, and plus in the style point, they might not be the best, but they do look awfully cool. I'm using a Spirit Monarch. I did try a Phoenix. I kind of didn't like the Phoenix as much as I like the Spirit. I don't know. It was good. It wasn't that it was bad or anything. It's just I really like this. Maxes out my resistances, gives me some faster cast, a couple of skills, all things I can use. I am using a crafted amulet I crafted. It's a 210. I don't really need the 10 faster cast. The reason I'm using this one is the mana regen and the all res, which is kind of nice. The faster cast is nice as well, because it allows me, if I do take off my spirit, then I can just put on a 10 faster cast ring, and I can put Phoenix on and it will still hit my breakpoint of the 99 faster cast. Yeah, we're using a Mage's Blade Enigma to not put any points into strength, or at least put as little points into strength as physically possible. And then we are using absolutely amazing Flickering Flame, which big shout out to CST for giving me the base to make it in, which is a base he found very early on in ladder. It's very nice. I do wish that it would have been a 3 to Fissure, 3 to Volcano, or like 3 to Fissure and 3 to Armageddon, but since I got this for free, I'm definitely not gonna be picky by any means. This is amazing. So it's +6 to Armageddon, +5 to Fissure, and then +4 to Fissure, +5 to Volcano, and +6 to Armageddon, and -15 to enemy lightning rest. It's nice as hell. Not really super necessary, but it's nice. The only issue with this helmet is it's superior, so it does cost like 800,000 to repair it, which is ridiculous. But yeah, it's a very nice setup. We got some elemental skillers, and then a beads 2019 Druid Torch, 1618 9 Annie, and we got a little bit of faster hit recovery. I do need one more 5 faster hit recovery, and I do want a LE skiller with 12 faster hit recovery to hit that breakpoint as well. For the mercenary, we have a fortitude. Andy's no need for a jewel in this one since I have the fire aura. It's gonna provide him with max fire res, and I'll show that off in a second too. And infinity to break the fire immunes that we can break, and then with the stats we are using a spirit monarch, so we have to have enough strength to wear that, and then the rest of it basically just goes in health. As you see, my rests are all capped. Yeah, let's go for the advanced real quick. A little bit of mana regen, slight bit of damage reduction. We have a little bit of replenish, we have a little bit of faster hit recovery and faster cast. We have some poison length reduced. A little bit of mana goes, damage goes to mana. We have some magic absorb and some enemy fire resist. Now for the skills, I maxed out Armageddon, Volcano, and Fissure, and I maxed out Molten Boulder. Yes, sir. Then nothing in the shape-shifting tree. Put 1 point in each of these to get down to the Grisy, and I put 1 point in that just as a meat shield. I'll use the Wolf, the Gris, and my Oak Sage, which I got 14 points into. And then the rest of the points are going into Firestorm at the moment. I only got 3 in here, but I'm thinking I'll use the rest, whatever I get, to put in here. Yeah. Oh, we do have a CTA, of course. Ethereal Military Pick, and then a Spirit. There's a couple of places I wouldn't necessarily suggest going, like wherever Flame is kinda not the nicest place. Wellstone can be rough at times. Places that you do want to go though is stuff like Cows, Andes. You want to do stuff in Act 2, that's a very good spot to do stuff in. Now I don't really have the waypoints here, but I do like to use Stony Tombs, which is right outside of Act 2. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna run outside town real quick. Let's get some buffs. Put on Armageddon. I'm gonna tally around and then hopefully not find Dry Hills. That's not the one we want. Hopefully it'll be right outside town, which a lot of times it is literally right outside. Let's see. Not this way, not that way. This is the 99 faster cast breakpoint, and I do feel like it's not as fast as the 163. That's for sure. But I do feel like it's not slow enough to where it really puts you in like a massive dangerous situation teleporting through mobs and whatnot, except for certain ones in Wellstone or in Chaos that can provide a slight issue. Oh, it was right outside town. I'm just passing by it without seeing it. So here is like one of the spots where he will absolutely just shine amazingly. So I usually throw one in one direction, one in another direction. Have level 2 right there. We'll go up here. So I try to not put the volcano in the same exact path of the molten boulder and so on with the fissure as well. So I try to put one in each direction. So hopefully not get second hit penalty, which is technically if I put a volcano on him and then hit him right after with the molten boulder. I can't do it, they die too fast right now. If I hit him with the molten boulder, that molten boulder would not count. Oh, need a bow. Oh. But yeah, there is a hit penalty with this build, so you can't hit them with volcano, molten boulder, and everything at once. So that's why I try to, you see how I put the volcano up here, put the fissure this way, and I put the molten boulder this direction. That's definitely how I would roll with this build, just for the maximum. Nothing really. I'll just quickly click in here. I feel like I saw something. I didn't? No, I didn't. Or not. You have places like the Icy Cellar, you have places, multiple places around. Let me just think for a second. You could go Dry Hills, you could go Four Oasis, Lost City. You could do Arcane, but there's a couple of fire mules in there. You could do the Canyon. You can do Frigid. You can do Crystalline Passage, Glacial Trail. You can do Halls of Pain. You can do Frozen Tundra. And there's a bunch of other levels within these sub-levels that you can do. And there's of course stuff like Stony, Dark Woods, Black Marsh, Auto. Nah, I probably wouldn't go there. I would keep it to Black Marsh and Stony and Dark Woods. You would still meet some fire immunes, but the physical damage is high enough to where the fire immunes will get killed by the physical damage in Act 1. They are not strong enough to like withstand that, but once you get to Act 4, Act 5, it's a little more tough. But honestly, my favorite spot is going to Lower Kurast, then walking from Lower Kurast all the way up to Travancore, and cleaning those spots along the way with all the little parts you can go down, like the Ruined Temple or sewers, or I go down all those and I clear every level with this build, because this just feels really good in that area. You have a bunch of these stashes. Remember always to stay a second next to them, because sometimes they're delayed in their drops. See that? So I would normally just walk this, I wouldn't tally. I would just walk around nice and easy. I am gonna tally now just to get to Travancore a little faster. But I feel like I am showing off the idea of how you want to do it. So just follow along for a quick second here. Normally I would walk all this and go down all the little crevices and sub-levels and everything. Open all the chests. All of that. Good stuff. Get to the Travancore. There we go. So, you would think that this might be a little tough for me or my mercenary, but the truth is, fire doesn't work on me or my mercenary. anymore. You see, normally most other builds would really struggle here in terms of staying, either you staying alive or your mercenary staying alive. Yeah, so I would walk all the way up here, kill Travancore, and then leave the game and do that over and over. That would be my farming route with this. Maybe take stony tombs along the way and grab that as well. But overall, I would say this is a very good build. Amazing to play, super engaging, super fast. It feels very fluent, and it doesn't feel OP per se, but it feels powerful. It feels usable and powerful and really strong, especially in a group play too. I feel like when you're playing with a group, it even shines more. And you could go more budget, I feel like, and do, for instance, Plague with the, I would say like Plague and Lawbringer on an Act 5 mercenary with some other, like a Treachery and a G-Phase or something like that. That would be, instead of having to do an Infinity, you would save some on that and you would still get no resist curse, which would provide you with breaking some fire immunes in the game. And it would provide you with the Cryptify, and it would provide you with the Cleansing Aura, which all three would be very nice. So I could see that being a possibility to do it as a ladder starter, and then instead of Enigma I would probably use something like what's it called? Viva Magi, or maybe an Arcane or something in that direction. I would use Dual Spirits. I would use any 2-skill amulet. Probably try my best to get a hold of a somewhat decent base for a Flickering Flame. But you could do a Shaco or a Lure or something like that in the beginning. In terms of Arachnids, there's multiple choices here as well that you could do in the beginning and then come around to Arachnids later down the line. You could do 10 faster cast rings. You could, Mage Fist is kind of a must-have, cheap and easy to get a hold of. Some decent boots shouldn't be too hard. You could go with War Travelers, you could go with Treks, you could go with Water Walks or Infernos or whatever you feel like, depending on what you're looking for. Me personally, I was just looking for the resistances. I wasn't necessarily looking for any magic find or anything, so that's the main reason I used this. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.